All right, today we're going to be talking about perpendicular lines. Our objective is that we will be able to solve problems containing perpendicular lines and find the distance between a point and a line or between two lines. So first, we're going to revisit some things about slope from previous lessons. So if we're given a line that passes through the point A at 1, 5 and the point B at 2, 3, then plot points P, -3, 1, and Q, -4, N, that makes up a line parallel to AB. So we need to figure out what that coordinate is going to be, or that part of the coordinate is going to be. So I'm going to start by plotting 1, 5 and 2, 3. And I'm going to draw that line. And by counting, I can see that this line goes down 2 over 1. For my next line, I'm going to plot -3, 1. And if I want the line parallel, I'm going to use the same slope and go down 2 over 1. However, we need a coordinate that starts with -4. So I need to move over to the left. So instead of going down 2 and right 1, I can go up 2 and left 1. So by this, I would know that n equals, go to -4, and it's at the y coordinate of 3. Now what if graph paper wasn't available? The slope of a line P is -2. Given point A at 5, -1, and point B at 3, n, find the value of n so that AB is perpendicular to line P. So line P has a slope of -2. AB, we want it to be perpendicular, so we know the slope would have to be, this one was negative, the perpendicular slope will then be positive, and the reciprocal of 2 would be 1/2. So now I'm going to set up my slope formula. I know that slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 1/2 has to equal x1, y1, x2, y2. Plug in my numbers, so n minus -1 over 3 minus 5. So I'm going to simplify. 1/2 equals n plus 1 over -2. Since I have two fractions, what I can do, since this is a ratio technically, is cross multiply. 2, and make sure here, if you're going to do it, you have to distribute. So 2n plus 2 equals -2 for 1 times -2. Actually, I'm going to back up and do this a little differently. So I would have 2 times n plus 1 equals 1 times -2. I think that makes it a little easier to see what's going on. So distribute the 2. Multiply over here as well. And then we solve. Subtract 2. Let's cancel out. Subtract 2. 2n equals -4. Divide both sides by 2. N would have to equal -2. That concludes the 3.4b part of the notes. For the 3.6 part, for the rest of your notes, you're going to go to the video called 3.6 perpendicular